that's a speed run through my effects chain for 2026, or at least the start of 2026. So if you haven't seen my earlier videos, then I guess you don't know. I love this little thing. This is the Line 6 HX Stomp. This thing is full of so much potential. I'm looking over here because I have my close-up camera over here. So I'm just gonna walk through all my presets that I've got here. I've got one for pitch, one for an EQ, and one for a delay. The reason why I have it all split up like this is because there's just simply not enough DSP to put it all under one chain. Additionally, there's only 3 foot switches in the HX Stomp, and I always have the first one to switch my amps back and forth, so clean to driven. I have my effect, and then on the right, I always have my tuner. I do think I'm gonna get the preset back and forth buttons that you can put over here, and then maybe I'll get if I can't get a hold of that, maybe I'll get a pedal board and just have like a button over here, because there's an expression pedal slash button 1 and 2 expansion over there, or on the top over here. I don't know if you can see that. Probably can't see that, whatever. But yeah, that's kind of my future plan with this. But anyway, so let's hop into the presets here. So all of these are gonna look very, very similar. They're all gonna have a compressor at the beginning. They're gonna have the horizon drive over here, which is only active during the driven snapshot. We're gonna have the clean tone. All of them have the Jazz Rivet 120, which is the Roland Jazz chorus. Maybe I'll just hop through the settings here really quick. You're gonna notice that it's pretty driven here, little gainy. And then over here, we've got the EVH 5150 blue channel, EV Panama blue, whatever you wanna call it. Here's my settings for that. And then this is kind of the star of this preset. It's the Cosmos Echo. I love this thing. Oh, gotta turn up, don't I? Yeah, that's just like a fantastic effect. On my previous video, I think I have a Metalcore preset. It's one of my first videos on this channel. I can't remember if it's the very first or the second one. I have like a very stacked signal chain there. And obviously that's like the dream, is to have like a super stacked signal chain, but I lately have been really preferring to keep my rigs small, just because traveling with a big Helix board just kind of sounds cumbersome. I would like to try the Helix Stadium that doesn't have the expression pedal. I don't have a couple $1,000s laying around to shell out for that and then figuring out what I'm going to do with this thing. So we're staying with the HX Stomp because it's very cost effective, and you could do damn near everything that's in the Stadium, unless somebody wants to tell me what. I mean, there are a few things you can't do. It's the amp capture, it's the additional IRs, it's the extra DSP, whatever, I don't care. I don't have money for that. So we're sticking with the HX Stomp. Hopefully that's the relatable points you guys want. Anyway, memeing aside, so this is the V30 cab, Celestion V30 model, Cali V30, whatever you want to call it. So in my original video, which I prefer the way I originally did it, but in order to save on that DSP, I am using a 57, and then I offset it a little extra from what I did in the video, just to try and get some of that harshness out of there when you have the 57 by itself. The reason why I preferred the 57 with the ribbon mic is because the ribbon microphone, introducing that a little bit, I think I decreased it by 2.5 or 3 or 4, somewhere around there dB. I really like that the ribbon microphone being introduced brings like an extra oomph that I just don't, oh, wrong tone, that I just don't really feel like is being as, it's not as prevalent here. And then when you try to increase the resonance on the amp to get that effect, it just kind of sounds muddy. So I just kind of have it here and I just deal with it because, you know, you're going to play with a bass player anyway. You got to leave room for the bass to play. Currently I don't have a bass player in the band, but you know, if we were to do like tracked bass for live shows, that's where that space would get filled up. Anyway, I need a tune. I heard that my low string was out of tune in that last little bit, so I guess it's a good time to demonstrate how much I love having the tuner right here. So, next preset. I'm going to skip all the stuff that's the same as the last preset. So I have Ganymede here because it's the lowest DSP reverb for my clean channel. Yeah, it's a nice reverb. Not my favorite, but it takes up the least amount of DSP, so it does the job. The real star of this preset is the parametric EQ that I have in here that's basically just designed to boost the crap out of the mids and cut the crap out of everything else. Cool. Yeah, I really like this preset. It's a bit more dynamic than the other one, whereas the other one is just like on-off echo. But the thing is that I love this echo so much that there are just certain songs in the set where I just like, oh, that's not what I want. There's just certain songs in the set that just like really require that space echo, you know? All right, so here is the last one. I've got 3 presets lined up, and if you could read this on that camera, you'll see that it says pitch. So this is a pitch wham effect. Currently I have it set up to go down. If I'm being honest, I haven't written a song that utilizes this preset yet, but I would love to utilize it. I might use it, I mean, maybe in the octave. It's hard to utilize the latching, or not the latching, but the hold effect when I'm in here, but basically I have the pitch wham set up. This is, I think, the, I can't remember the name of the pedal that I used for this. You know what I mean? It's the whatever it's called. I don't care. Anyway, I have it set up to hold, and that is the only time it's activated. That way I can get a little bit more expressive tones. I can't remember what I had it on before. I'm just gonna do this. And I'm pretty sure I have Ganymede on this too, right? Yep. So if I go here, and then I can still, if I really want to be silly, I don't know, it's a little goofy. So those are the 3 kind of effects chains that I'm using going into 2026. I'm really excited about these. Obviously, like I said, I had to make some sacrifices in comparison to the last video I made where I was pretty much just going straight into Helix native. I was really proud of that tone, but I'm also proud of this like little trio of tones for different reasons. Like I said, I might get an external foot switch just so I can more easily switch between the tones, so that between songs I don't have to like bend over all the way to do this. But I mean, for right now, I think that this is great. I think that they all sound pretty solid. If you have any thoughts on the tones that I have, or if you like them, you know, give me a thumbs up, let me know in the comments down below. If you want any tutorials on how I set this up, I'd be really happy to do some of that, because I'm looking for some, you know, additional content to make for this channel. You know, this little number right here, There are not a lot of tutorials on how to get your snapshots to really neatly align under one foot switch. They are out there, but it's a little cumbersome to set up. So I think I'm going to make a tutorial on that, even if there's other ones out there. I feel like there's just like, could never be enough recent content about HX Stomp out there, because as stuff gets older, it kind of gets buried and updates change things. Maybe I'll also make some videos about how I set up the custom momentary switches over here. I feel like that's a little bit more of an obvious one though, but yeah, I'm a big fan of these. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.